Hello and welcome to my educational autobiography. This is me, I'm Zachary Cole. I'm a freshman here at CMU, studying education. Speaking of education, let's go back to my elementary school of Mayfield Elementary. It was a K through 5th school where I had a ton of fun, as seen in the bottom corner where a group of my classmates are singing Go Fish on a stage inside of the gymnasium. This was a tough time for me once I got to 4th grade because I had my appendix taken out. And I was sidelined for a while from gym, and that was just one of my favorite things at that time. So it just made me really appreciate the teachers like Mrs. Fosman who gave me gifts, and the people that were around me, that even though I couldn't play, they weren't going to play just because I couldn't, and just be nice friends to me. Then we go to my middle school, which is Roland Warner, where I went there for 6th and 7th, and it was hard for me there because I just really didn't like school during 6th and 7th grade. I missed a ton of school, especially during 6th grade. It was just a really tough time until I had teachers like Mrs. Hunt just help me figure out what schooling was actually there for. And as I slowly went back into it, I still did not like it, but I knew I had to be there for a reason. And once I figured out that reason, it was easier to go, but I didn't like it as much, and my grades were showing this. So then when I get to Zemmer Junior High, I had better teachers and better friends that were pushing me to get my grades up. Like, Mrs. Lively, my band director, she just made every class fun, and it was easy to talk to. Mrs. Boyce, who was just so easy just to have conversations with. It was just easier to have conversations with people here and be able to work on my grades and then friendships along the way. This is where I took a school trip to Cedar Point for the first time, and it was a blast because it was for music. We marched in Cedar Point. And it was a blast. And this is 8th and 9th grade at this school. Then also I took a trip with this school to Toronto, where I got to play in front of a professor on an instrument I haven't played before, the bari sax, which now I love to play and play regularly. Or at least I want to. And then we're off to high school, where this is the main point where I fell in love with just going to school every day, wanted to be there. Because I had so many good friends that I've met through Macho Men, and just around school, in classes. Just being there for 4 years just really helped me not only improve in just listening, learning, being respectful, being nice to others. I mean, Macho Men really helped because I had people that were higher education than me. So they were easier to listen to than some of the teachers, because teachers sometimes it's like they're way up there in adults, and it's just easier to get information from kids. So I did Marchman for 4 years, and my last year I got to be the saxophone section leader, which was really nice for me because it just showed me a point where I know how to lead, so then it let me lead and just let me grow in as I wanted to be a teacher more, because having kids that literally look up to you for information and you can just help them grow in their ability, just for some odd reason just feels so good, and I just want to continue doing that. And then here I also did the musical, which was a fun experience of playing Broadway music for the Addams Family. And it was just really fun to go back and forth between two instruments. I play the alto saxophone regularly, and then the tenor saxophone was new to me during this. It was just a really fun experience of going back and forth between both of them. Here I also started NHS Society, or National Honor Society, which helped me not only grow as a nicer human being because of just the people being so nice around me, but also just being able to help people around the community, which is just fun, and I still do that too today, even though I'm not at Lapeer anymore and in NHS. And why CMU? Well, I chose CMU because I had a bunch of great teachers that went here, like Mr. Hunt, Mrs. Hunt. I could keep going on. And then just friends that were already here before me that really said the school was great. They didn't have any bad thing to say. And then just being able to tour the campus, just walking around the campus was just so nice because anybody you met was friendly. Any faculty, teacher you talked to was willing to talk to you, even if you weren't actually going to be with them ever throughout the whole 4 years that I'm here. And then, speaking of the 4 years, I'm going to be here for 4 years, hopefully get an education in education either 3 through 6 in music ed. Still don't know which. But then when I do that, I'm going to be helping kids which way I'm doing. But then also I'm going to go get back and get more education for myself. Because if I'm not up to education, then I can't teach the kids to the fullest capability that they should be taught at.